does all of this mean to us?
Without crying?
Without crying.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. It's everything. We went into this everything in. So,
Yeah.
and
We're a big family. It's two families on one farm, but it's really one family on one farm. Agsouth was able to see the big picture of what we were trying to do and what our goals were. For Wendy, it's family and future. For me, it's family and future, but I think for everything, once we cross that border on the interstate where we go from Richland County to Kershaw County, the interstate changes, the sound of the interstate changes,
yeah.
and it's just smooth. And then when you go down the dirt road on our very own farm, it's kind of like you leave the world behind you, and now we've got this what do you
like
call
to say we have our own bubble.
It's our own bubble. It's our peace. This is
Yeah.
our peace. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's our peace.
Why I would refer Agsouth to friends and family would be because they are friends and family. So it's kind of easy to get in touch with our lender. It's easy to work with, and they don't shoot your dreams down right off the bat.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think that nailed it. Yeah, that's it.
I really appreciated Agsouth when we first moved here. I came 2 months ahead of the rest of the family, and Agsouth was there for me not only as my lending institution, but they were the only people I really knew in Lawrence County. And I had a few challenges at that point, and I actually went back to Agsouth, and my lending officer was actually there to help me overcome those issues that I had. It was really awesome. The thing I appreciate about Agsouth in other ways too is how community oriented they are. It's always meant a lot to me, you know, working with the Chamber of Commerce and things like that they're always there when we're doing community events and supportive of us in every way, and that's been tremendous, and I really appreciate it.
What would I be doing if I wasn't farming? What would you be doing if you wasn't farming?
Well, I've been doing this for so long, I really don't know what I would be doing. So, what about you? What would you be doing?
Well, I started this in 2012. I worked for a telephone company for 6 years, and with the help of Agsouth, when he got to the stage where he actually needed more help, I came on and started full time, and that was 6 years ago. So where would I be if I wasn't farming? I'd probably still be at a telephone company.
How has Agsouth impacted my life? Well, we started out with 100 acres and about 20 cows, and we've grown from there to around 500 acres and 4 chicken houses, and in the process of building 4 more. So as far as impact in my life, it's been a big impact on my life.
I don't have any funny stories. My family has been farming since 1749. There have been farmers in the family continuously since then, and since 1749, somebody in the family has produced more food and more fiber for the U.S. production system than our entire extended family consumes. So farming is a way of life, and we feel like that we're pursuing a heritage we were just sort of born with. Our loan officer is well thought of in the community. He's personable, easy to talk with. If he can finance a transaction, he'll tell you. If not, he won't waste any time. And we are comfortable sending customers to Agsouth because we know the kind of treatment they'll receive. From the loan officer to the office staff, everybody is friendly, warm, personable, easy to talk with. So we really enjoy doing business with Agsouth.
My name is Marcus South. I'm located here in Upson County. The name of my farm is Triple S Farms. Me and my father operate. We run about a 250 mama cow operation, cow-calf operation, and we operate 14 poultry houses, broiler houses. And I've been farming for about 18 years now, and it's just, like I say, it's just a passion of ours, you know, and just I feel like you gotta have a passion for it to really enjoy it. Agsouth's been good to us. I mean, we've got good rapport with the local banks here, and I got to say, Agsouth is easy to deal with. I guess maybe a little easier because back in '07 when things kind of got tough, a lot of your local banks, they just kind of put a lot of restrictions, that kind of thing. And Agsouth, I know you got to protect your interests and all, but Agsouth's been really good to us as far as making it easy, really. I mean, sometimes it's scary, when it can be so easy as picking the phone up, say, hey, I need this, and it's like, yeah, no problem, they come out and see you, I mean, it really does make it easier, though. It's just, I mean, because we're in it, I mean, we're in it for a living, we're in it for the long haul, so we do whatever it takes to make it happen, and they do the same thing.
I started doing business with Agsouth probably 12 to 14 years ago. I had already owned one piece of property through FHA and decided I needed to buy several other tracts that joined me. June's a month where we put in 18-hour days, but in turn for that, we get to hunt. That's what, even with buck muscle, we built that up enough to where that's our game. If it wasn't for, if it wasn't for hunting, that's what we farm for, is we love to hunt. So, we get our off time then, so we don't mind putting in those extra hours when you have to in June and July to get these crops out of the way, and then we can really do some, enjoyment like family time hunting. I mean, we're looking at sunflowers behind me here. Those sunflowers are planted strictly, so that we can have a decent dove shoot. And, it's a family-oriented thing. It's not something that we do out and commercialize. It's something that we do as a family. And that's kind of what the farming's about to us, is family. Why do I like Agsouth over any other banking facility? Well, for one thing, I'm a stockholder, so therefore I get dividends back. So part of what I pay in there, I do receive back. And that's a benefit. Just like this last year, my payments are quite a bit a month, but I wound up getting, my dividend check come back and made 2 months payment. So really, 2 of those months, and luckily they come in the spring of the year when things are kind of slow coming in around here. So that kind of pitches in. That's like that's almost like a savings account to where you can go back and you get that in the year. So that helps. So that's one reason I stuck with Agsouth. And the other side, I got good friendly relations with my lenders. So that makes a difference also. So. And I've never went to them and I couldn't work out a problem. That's the thing.
And this is my way of life. I just love farming. So just several years ago, I met old Clark he was my loan officer down here at Agsouth, and I met him over here at North Georgia Bank years ago, which is not in business now, but so I just followed Clark on down to Agsouth. He's such a good man, honest and straightforward, and he's been real good to me. And then so I have got my loan, my cow loans, got my land loans with him. And what I enjoy about Agsouth the most is not just the people, because they're in my nature of being agricultural people instead of just banking people. One thing I like about Agsouth is the dividends I get. It's a co-op. I'm part owner of the business, I'd say, because we're all business partners together. And I don't know of anywhere else you can go, any other bank, and you become a partner and receiving dividends. It means a lot in the spring every year. If you're paying interest all year long on your, and the interest rates, they're comparable to anybody else, except I get a big check back every year. After 5 years, you get a real big check back. You know, you get one as soon as you start the first year every year, and that can help you with your taxes or a vacation or put it back on your note, whatever you want to do with it. But I enjoy getting that, everybody gets that extra money